Library, where you can find the latest, greatest breastfeeding support and tips. So today, I have this handsome young man with me today. This is my hubby, Keith Walker.
The IG Real Estate Pro. If you want to find me on Instagram, I promise you, if you're looking to purchase, sell a home, anything to do with real estate in the state of Florida, I can assist you.
Yep.
So we do not just help with breastfeeding, we also help with having people purchase homes, sell homes, and buy investments.
Yep. So we're going to get right into this video. We're going to ask Keith a few questions on the male perspective on breastfeeding. Mm-hmm. So Keith, what advice would you give a new dad or a spouse about breastfeeding?
I mean, new dad, new spouse, the number one thing that I would say to anyone that's with someone that's deciding to breastfeed is that you want to make sure that you give the most support that you could possibly give, because that's the number one thing. It's just supporting that person. It's gonna be times when it's gonna really be tough for them, especially if it's their first time breastfeeding. I think support is the number one thing that you can give. And don't think about yourself, just make sure that you're making sure, trying to make your woman feel as good as possible.
Right, because at that beginning stage, they need it. So support is everything. All right, Keith. So the next question, what was the difference between your breastfed kids and the kids that wasn't breastfed?
So one of the things I can tell you that I noticed in our older son is that he had a lot of ear infections, like from the time of birth to like probably about 5 years old. He just continuously had ear infections, and we would go to the doctor, we would get antibiotics and all the things that they would recommend, and we did what we were supposed, did what we were supposed to do as parents. My next two kids, my daughter, the first breastfed child, she was like never sick. It was like, and then if she did get sick, I always remember the doctor, because we had a breastfeeding friendly doctor, and he always said, keep that baby on that breast.
Put that baby on that breast.
Put that baby on that breast. He never gave her any antibiotics.
Nothing.
He never gave her, and your doctor may be different, I don't know, but he will always say, that was just his solution to everything, and it made us feel a lot more comfortable, because that was really our first breastfed child. And even my son after her, he hasn't really been sick much either. I mean, he may have a runny nose from time to time, but that may be it. And even once he gets on the breast, I think she might even did some videos before where she showed my daughter with a runny nose, and she breastfed her all night. The next morning is like she was never sick.
Yes. So I want to kind of chime in on that with Nyla, the first breastfed child. I didn't know as much as I know now. So having a friendly pediatric provider really helped me. He always told me, Sean, just put it to the breast. I didn't even really understand my body, because I wasn't educated at the time. I didn't become a peer counselor until Nyla was about 10 months. So that's when I started educating myself and understanding the body, understanding breast milk. But then it once I start learning and understand, now I can understand why he would tell me, just put it to the breast. Just put it to the breast. Because when you're breastfeeding, what happens is a lot of times we don't know, but our bodies make antibodies. So when he would say, just put it to the breast, every time I would latch her on, now that I know, and her saliva hits my body, and it tells my body if she has an infection or an illness, and my body make antibodies to help her flush it. So now I understand why he told me put her to the breast. Put her to the breast and wouldn't give us. And we like, well, what's the difference from the other child? Like, you ain't giving us nothing.
I have a catheter here.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know, some people may know, some people don't know that since October of 2020, I've had kidney failure. And I actually got on the breast. 36 years old.
Yes,
got 36. On the breast. We noticed a change in the color of her milk from my saliva telling her body what I need. So we noticed how it started providing what I needed as someone with kidney failure, and it providing what my body needs. And it was I was throwing up a lot. It was the only thing that I could hold down. I know some people gonna say it sound gross, but it's no different than the man that's sitting on the cow's booby, drinking the cow's milk.
Right.
I would prefer to drink what's gonna at least
help me,
provide my body with what it needs. So everybody not gonna understand it. It's perfectly fine. I'm not here to tell somebody what they have to do, but I know what it did for me, and it's been helping me get through my kidney failure.
Yeah. So yeah, he's on it 3 times a day. Yes, we faithful with it. So yes,
need that breast milk. I can't wait to get off this call.
So the next question, one more question. The last question that I want to ask him is, being that we know that breasts are meant for babies, but in the world today, most people sexualize breasts. How do you feel about that, Keith?
Well, as a male, as someone that's with a female, if you want me to say it that way, I personally think that, number one, especially with what I've been through and seeing how it has helped me, number one, women are designed a certain way to provide our kids with the foundation of what they need. I mean, you can go and read a formula can, and it'll say how they're trying to design the milk to be like a breast. The next best thing to breast milk. So if the people that's making a formula understand that breast milk is that important, and they're trying to design their milk after breast milk instead of trying to be better than breast milk, maybe that's because it was actually designed for a certain reason. So I definitely think, number one, breasts are made to give our youth, our kids, when we have our kids, the foundation of what they need, develop their brains, start everything in their immune system, building it. It's just a building block to everything. But number two, as a male, we tend to like the female body. So it's gonna always be that sexualness, because we've made it a private part. It's no longer just used for that. But I do understand that, number one, it is used to definitely give us the foundation. But number two, it's always number two. So, but if I see a young lady out, see, it's a certain maturity that I think we all have to develop as adults. If I see a young lady out in a restaurant, in public, anywhere, and she's breastfeeding, if her areola's showing, if her nipple comes out, and she breastfeeding, I'm not gonna think anything of it. I'm gonna think she's providing her child with milk.
Her a thumbs up. Like,
exactly, I give her a thumbs up, and my mind, I don't see it as sexual then. I just see it as a mom providing her child with milk. Some people are stuck on number two, and that's what's sad about our world today. But I just, I see it as both.
So thank you, Keith, so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Breastfeeding Library today.
Yes.
If y'all want to see more videos like this, comment below, subscribe, tell a friend, tell everybody about this channel. Again.
The Breastfeeding Library.
Again.
The
This
Breastfeeding Library.
Again, this is a broad scope
Mm-hmm.
of a breastfeeding journey. If you apply these pieces to your breastfeeding journey, it will help you. Yeah, it will help you with your breastfeeding journey. But if you want to talk to me directly, you can't talk to him. But if you want to talk to me directly, I'm just playing. You can talk to him because he know more than me about breastfeeding.
I'm trying to get you by a house.
Right, right. But if you want a one-on-one session with me, I do have an OnlyFans. The link.
OnlyFans?
Yes.
What you mean you got an OnlyFans?
Don't play with me.
You ain't. What you mean?
I got an OnlyFans. I got an
Hold
OnlyFans. Hold on.
OnlyFans.
Yes, OnlyFans. Move your head. Yes, I have an OnlyFans where you can reach me directly if you need breastfeeding consult. If you want to talk to me directly about about your personal goal, and
She
you want
got
me to help you
OnlyFans
reach
page.
your breastfeeding goal, me personally.
So
help
she
you.
has a OnlyFans page that you can get breastfeeding support directly.
Yes.
Where you gonna get that at? Well, she
At
gonna
the
be able.
Breastfeeding Librarian on OnlyFans, and the link
Ooh, so
is right
So
below.
this is the library,
Uh-huh.
and you the librarian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I hope y'all get it.
Yep. So thank y'all for tuning in. We'll see you next time.